All right, we're gonna talk about the best fruits in terms of nutrition, detox, bodybuilding. So let's talk about first the best fruits for nutrition. What would you say they are?
I think it's probably berries without a doubt because they're the lowest calories and the highest nutrition for antioxidants and vitamins and
so more nutrition per calorie.
Yeah, and I think they hold their freshness a little longer than other fruits. Like when you bite into a berry, it's sort of like tastes fresh even if it's a couple days old.
Yeah. What else would you say after berries in terms of nutrition?
I've heard oranges. There's something about oranges being one of the best fruits to rely exclusively on, like as a complete nutrition source.
Right. Dr. Morris talks about he did a 6 month on oranges.
Just oranges.
Ann Osborne, who's a fruitarian, 10, 20 years, she talks about doing a melon fast for 40, 60 days, things like that.
I mean, I think any fruit really you can rely on exclusively for a certain length of time, 6 months, something like that. Wouldn't be crazy outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about 6 months on any fruit, but definitely a month.
Yeah, I mean,
say a month on any fruit.
I think nutritional deficiencies just come when the quality of fruit isn't ideal. I mean, if we're living off just these oranges for 6 months, we probably wouldn't really feel that great. But if we were living in a citrus orchard and we were able to pick organic oranges right off the tree, I think we'd do just fine, right?
Way different. So let's talk now about, in terms of fruit for detox, I would say grapes are top of the list.
I think grapes are up there, and again citrus.
Yeah,
citrus has an astringent quality to it.
What about watermelons? Do you think those are good for detox?
Yeah, I think melons are known good for detox because there's such high water content, so easy to digest. It's sort of like fasting, without that digestive energy required to process melons. You can reallocate that energy towards cleansing. So I've heard it's good for detox for that reason.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And then if you're talking about bodybuilding, you probably want denser foods like bananas and avocados and stuff like that.
Watermelons are also known good for bodybuilding because they have a high protein percentage.
Oh, okay.
So the guy from Fruit and Strength, I think he talks about like melons being very good fruits. So in terms of going back to the question of what fruits are best, what would you say? I mean, if you could pick any 3-5 fruits to just go off that out of all the infinite types of fruits that there's out there, it's just general, not just for bodybuilding, not just for detox, not for just nutrition, but all things combined, considering, what would you say the best fruits are?
I think orange is number one, just because they're like we said, they're good for cleansing. They're good for a nutritional, complete nutrition source.
They're super delicious.
They're delicious. You can make juice out of them. They're versatile. You can transport them easily.
Yeah, easy to peel and handle versus maybe a pineapple is, you have
awesome.
to open it.
Yeah, and I couldn't live just off pineapple.
Oh, no, me neither. But orange fast are easy. So what would you say second fruit?
Are you talking about my favorite or just
taking
overall, all things considered?
Yeah, all things considered.
I think bananas would be the next one.
Bananas.
Even though
they're cheap.
The only con would be that they're not super high water content, but I guess some people would look at that as a pro because they're a little bit heavier, a little bit more satiating. Yeah, you can transport
long shelf life.
They ripen off the tree.
Yeah, you can get them pretty much anywhere.
They're readily available. They're cheap.
Yeah. What about mangoes for number 3?
Mangoes.
Can we throw them in there?
I would put mangoes up in that list. Yeah.
Why mangoes? What's so great about mangoes?
They're just like the king of fruit. They're grown pretty well all the way across the tropics. And I remember you were saying something about they're sort of like iconic to most, like a lot of cultures, like India, there's something really special about the mango.
Yeah, probably one of the most loved fruits around the world.
Yeah, and it's just that feeling like when you bite into a nice ripe juicy mango, it's just like overwhelming. It's so good.
When I cry, so beautiful. All right. What about number 4? What do you think? What about avocados? Can we throw avocados in that list?
Yeah, avos, just because, something different, something a little more fatty.
On the fatty side of things, right? Yeah, avocados are, they're easy, you can pick them ripe, you can pick them unripe and they'll ripen, you can get an avocado off the tree when it's super hard and
wait a couple days,
maybe a week at most, and it'll be ready to go. So it's easy to to also transport.
They're more grounding, you know, something different. They're more grounding with the
you get
fat.
you get a ton of calories per gram because they're so fatty. Cool. What about the fifth one? What do we have on our fifth?
I want to say jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
I miss jackfruit. I haven't had it in a long time, but it's definitely up there with my favorites.
Yeah, because you can share it, right?
It's like a family fruit.
Delicious.
It's social fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot in one big jackfruit will feed like multiple people.
Well, it's a very, they talk about jackfruit being like a poor man's fruit because you can feed so many people with it. The tree gives a lot,
Yeah.
It has a long sort of like season, so
they're doing that in Africa and poor countries like that. They're planting jackfruit trees to try and feed people.
I would say maybe tomatoes in there because tomatoes. Well, tomatoes are a fruit and they can be grown pretty much anywhere, even in cold places. You can have a tomato vine inside your house. So and they're high water, but they also have a lot of fat in them. They're like probably 20% fat on tomatoes. So it's pretty versatile and. Most people like tomatoes, so tomatoes actually are in fact the most sold fruit around the world when it comes to how many kilos of tomatoes, because again they can be produced in so many places and people really love them. They can pretty much add it to any meal. And it's easy to combine them with vegetables, right? Versus let's say maybe like you wouldn't have a mango or a jackfruit with a salad, but with a tomato.
Yeah, they go with tomato.
Even when it comes to cooked foods or animal products, tomatoes can sort of really go around. So.
I think one we're missing maybe that a lot of people would add on their list is durian.
Durian,
but I haven't had a lot of experience with durian, so I can't really speak for that. But I think that would be included on most fruit enthusiasts' lists.
Definitely, lots of raw vegans praise durian, so we'll definitely need to go try some durian.
We'll have to try that out for sure.
Super.